that much data of this new Spirit either. You know, there's plenty of surprises to be kind of catching our eye. But you know, Spirit on T side, they love doing the outside double kind of layer of smokes. They don't really do the one smoke wall and then that's it. They like to do it twice to kind of force rotations, get the pick, get into that main roof and punish Falcons. But it is a really tough map. I don't consider Nuke to be the pick or the map that Spirits is actually going to win. I think that's going to come later.
So do you think it has to be a 2-1 for Spirit?
100%.
Okay.
There's never ever going to be a 2-0.
Either way, if you're joining us in the arena, make sure you head on over to the Monster booth to be grabbing yourself an ice cold can, because you're going to want to be locked in for this one. Speaking of locked in, we just got to see a couple of images of both Zonic and Nico. Just, you know, that 1,000-yard stare pretty much. It was just pure relief for Nico, right? Taking down G2, taking down his cousin in Hunter to make it through to this very stage, literally by the skin of his teeth. What do you think he's thinking right now as he's just on the precipice of entering this quarterfinal?
Oh, what? He did an interview with, who was it? Either HLTV or maybe actually talking to Donna earlier, just the fact that it's just a lot of the pressure has been relieved. I mean, they're not necessarily feeling that stress of just having to get to the playoffs. And I feel like beating G2 was a breaking point for them and a breaking point for m0NESY, where he was able to shift into that next gear, take over a game entirely. And I feel like in a way that we've talked so much about Nico and Dom, it almost feels criminal that m0NESY has been mentioned maybe as little as he has, when he's the one that's actually fighting to try to make sure if he can assert himself as that third best player, because he's been going, to me, neck and neck with Shiro all year. Like at times this year, when m0NESY especially started off slow, Shiro to me was second, third best opper in the world. m0NESY a step beneath him, but now m0NESY has just shifted into a form where we're seeing all of the potential actualized.
Yeah, and it's against this matchup as well. We can just look at some numbers. Last two best of threes, Falcons went up against Spirit. m0NESY had a 146 rating and a 149.
Jeez.
So he was definitely the key factor for them kind of cruising their way through those wins.
Seems like that's where he does his best work. Just in terms of stylistically as well, going up versus Shiro. If we do see some of those head-to-heads going down, it's not always the case with AWPers. How do we expect them to be kind of, you know, going at each other in this one?
Well, m0NESY has the nickname of the Flash, not by mistake. The dude is just fast as hell. He is flicking faster than anybody. I feel like in terms of purely getting crosshair to position in a reaction, there's no one faster in the world than m0NESY, and his accuracy rate is just bewildering. On the other hand, Shiro, a more stable set of hands, a guy that's going to hold the line for Spirit as they're aggressing to take space. He's going to hit that tripwire shot if anybody goes into it, but he was the best clutcher of last year, so hopefully he's able to activate some of that in this matchup.
Fingers crossed indeed, Devil Walk. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Well, it's time to be getting our first quarterfinal underway. It is Spirit versus Falcons.
Into the game we go. Here we sit with Falcons and Team Spirit, the challenge that they have not been able to overcome. 9-0 the record in the head-to-head. Falcons would have all the reasons to walk away with this victory, but it's as the pressure finds its peak so far in Budapest, and we're going to start with this fast play, immediate challenge into that A-bomb site. And so from here, the peak chopper denied, and Falcons come out flying.
Yeah, big time. Heaven retake here with two players. Donk, side of his head exposed, but Tanir gets the kill.
Donk still hunting. Tanir's put up his end of the bargain. It's a double kill for Donk, demanded in the first round, and he's got the Hunt player, but bested by m0NESY as he finds himself 3 within this pistol.
It's just the first grand finals to take place on a Thursday. We have a really hot match right now. What's interesting